What is up, guys? It's been a minute. It's pretty cool. Bullshitting some people in the comments, so I said I would make a video. I don't want to be more redundant and boring than I already am, but there's not a whole lot to report. Everything's been running really, really well. I do have one thing I want to share. Wile E. Coyote. Super genius. I mentioned to you guys, we always had these leather straps for the to help with the spinning balls, and I tried zip tying like an old junk finger insert to it. Dude, the spinning ball calls dropped, oh my god, like 95%. It was amazing. I went across the whole house and just put them in like this for now. I don't know how I'm gonna do it permanently, but I am on to something here because we're not even getting spinning ball calls anymore, and that's about all we used to get. There were a couple ins with specific balls that were funky, so what we ended up doing, sorry, it's kind of dark. I don't know how well you could see it, but we put two of them in there together and like kind of put a zip tie through the middle, and they've been absolutely perfect since then. So like, as good as the machines were running before, like calls now are virtually non-existent unless there's a setup from a pin that slid over or maybe a pin in the track or something like that. It's been awesome. So that's one thing I definitely have to report. But other than that, it's really another night at the office as usual. Not a whole lot going on. Doing some ball work, all the good stuff, grips and repairs and baking oil out and all that kind of stuff, and just making my laps in between, taking a walk up and down, checking the floors. Actually, you know, let's talk about that for a minute. I want to keep this kind of short because it's not a whole lot, just that one really good piece of news that stupid idea I had worked. I am constantly doing little bits of ball work at a time and just walking. I walk, I watch, and it helps. I catch 180s before they get called back at times. Just ball calls, just like as you're walking up and down, you know, looking, all the pins, 21, good. Look down here, no ball up here. Make rounds. Keep your eyes open. You know, the more you look, the more you're going to end up seeing. So you can and you will get calls. I mean, they happen. Machines that aren't perfect, but you know, if you do make your rounds or your laps, as I call them, and just check your machines out, see what's going on. You can catch problems starting to develop. You know, just look. Use your eyes. Take your time. Enjoy being around machines like this. Enjoy that you have an owner that gives a shit about bowling and isn't going to put those stupid fucking strings in. That's a rant video. A rant video. I'm going to do a rant video. I'll tell you what. Between the string shit and any of you deep bowling nerds like me, I'm sure know who Glenn Allison is and that he finally had passed. Man that shot a 900 in 1982 with a yellow dot. But I'll save that. I'm gonna do a rant video because there are things that I'm pissed off about, and people have said just let it fly. So I'll do that in a video at some point. But for now, again, unfortunately, I don't have much to report. Just Friday night league bowling now. No calls yet so far. About an hour and a half in. And yeah, this ridiculous used garbage finger insert that we were just going to throw away with a zip tie apparently really helps with the spinning balls. I mean, I was just sitting in the pro shop thinking, like, really, honestly, all we have is spinning ball calls. And, you know, like, what the fuck could I do to maybe help that? Because you could just walk over and just barely push on the strap, the ball come back. I'm like, there was a bunch of used junk inserts we were gonna toss on the shelf, and I was like, you know what? Let's try this. And it's been absolute gold since. It really has. Like the one league on Wednesdays, I generally try to come in on my nights off, but I don't always. And Dan, who I work with, said it's been really good. Like this week, I think he had one call for them or something, and they were his worst league by far. You know, I'm not saying like chronic, end of the world, constant, all night, 400 ball returns. You know, maybe a few here and there, but no spinners. So if this really eliminates that, then we're in good shape. We're good to go. Alright, I said I hope this is a short video, but of course I rambled, so I'll stop. Save the rambling for my rant video whenever I do that. I am trying to like at least show machine footage or something remotely interesting while I blabber on, so. Alright, that's all I got. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like I said, it's been, YouTube, it's very interesting with comments. It's the most awesome people you'll ever meet, and it can be a shit fest also, but thankfully in my little world on my little channel here, the people have been awesome, and it's been a lot of fun and really cool to bullshit with everybody. So, alright guys, any questions, comments, whatever, you know the deal, hit me up. I'm always around, and we'll catch you guys soon. Thanks again.